Well, hi, lovely folks. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis Hope. If you're new, if you're true, what's good? I wanted to give you guys an update of my post Zepbound journey. It's been about 3 months. I want to give you guys how much weight I've gained, food noise, side effects, if I'm still on medication, what supplements I'm taking, my hair loss. I want to give you guys an update on everything. So I have my handy dandy notes because I want to make sure I have all my correct measurements. And it's been a long journey. It's been over a year. And the thing that I have lost so much weight in 1 year is crazy. I've never lost this much, or I've never lost this much on purpose. So my current weight is 158. I spoke about in my last video that I'm having some issues with my PCOS. So give or take, there's probably some of that's because of hormones, some things that I'm having issues with. So I'm not sure if all of that is because of what I've been eating, but I'm thinking that it's probably not. It's my goal weight, which I hit, which was 150. That's just an 8 pound, increase. And it's not bad. I'm not mad at that. I was 210. I am not mad at being off for 3 months and just only gaining 8 pounds. And those 8 pounds, I'm not even sure if it's because of what I've been eating. I originally decided to stop because the pharmacy that I was getting, or the subscription service that I was getting medication from, they lost their doctor that was here in my state. So I was like, you know what? We trained for this. We prepared for this. This is our Super Bowl. I trained basically. I taught myself what I should eat, healthy foods, making swaps. I'm like, you know what? Better late than never. This is the perfect time to see how I do off the medication. Now, it was hard at first. I'm not even going to hold you. Everything came just rushing back at one time. And I felt like my old self, but at the same time, it's like the medicine just had something lingering in me, like as far as how much food I could hold, what I could, consume without basically getting sick. And not only that, but I taught myself to eat healthier because that was something that was never taught to me, which is another reason why I was as big as I was. I came from a family where it was just normal for everybody to be 200-300 pounds. It was just normal. Everybody had diabetes, heart issues, high blood pressure. It was normal. So me as a kid, just always eating whatever the adults ate, and being a big kid, that was just normal to me. But I have since taught myself to eat healthier and although there are times that I want, my ice cream, soda. Today I had Taco Bell. It's okay because I understand that just eating the Taco Bell today is not going to completely kill every single thing that I have done. But not only that, I can go to Taco Bell and I can get a container bowl, and I know how to make it and put things in it to where it's not going to, just be detrimental if I were to, count calories or carbs or something. Now, with my current weight being the 158, my lowest I got down was actually 148, I want to say. 148. And that's when I started to pretty much be on maintenance instead of, going high. I know some people go all the way up to 15. I didn't go up to 15. I stopped at 7.5. That was all it took for me. So that's pretty much just a 10-pound difference, the 148 and the 158. I am noticing that like there's a lot of fat that's coming back into like my arms and my legs, things like that. The actual color is coming back to my skin. I noticed that as well. When I lost weight, my face kind of drooped, and it's when you're bigger, of course, your face is fat and it's chubby, and you look cute. But when you lose weight, it's just your skincare routine starts to be a little different. You got to make sure you're getting your collagen in, your water, things like that. So I've had to put pretty much collagen, things like that. When I used to be able to just skate by, and not really focus too much on my skincare, like what I consume as far as, whether or not it's healthy for my skin. I can't do that now because now things are drooping. They are skinny. I have to learn how to retake care of my body, basically. Now, I will say, fat's coming back, a little bit in my arms. Of course, my stomach, because that's PCOS belly. And that comes and goes, honestly. My thighs, in my thighs a little bit, some around the hips, but not my butt. It, I'm just not blessed with the big booty gene. I'm I just don't have it. I'm still, I want my BBL. Okay. At this point, I want my BBL because that's my only hope. I don't even think working out could give me a butt. But I am really proud of the progress that I made within the year that I did take Zepbound. Now, I had so many people say, you're going to be on this for the rest of your life and you're never going to be able to stop. Just things like that. But I'm proud of the progress and the fact that within 3 months, I have only gained 10 pounds, give or take, because I'm not exactly sure which 10 is, my fibroids and which is actually what I've eaten. So I'm so immensely proud of myself. And mind you, I have not worked out in maybe about 2 months because I gave myself a break. So no working out, I have gained 10 pounds. And that's it. I am crazy proud of myself because my Zepbound journey taught me everything. It taught me everything that I need to know about discipline, about nutrition, about my health, about my body, about just my mental capacity to say no to certain foods that I know I didn't need when I would have given in, previously. I will say I am still working on eating consistently. That was never an issue before Zepbound because I would just eat. But now I'm trying to eat consistently. I'm trying to make sure I have breakfast instead of waiting until 1 or 2 o'clock to eat. I'm trying to make sure that I eat consistently, still getting water, still getting my vitamins, still getting, certain basic nutrition that I either got lucky previously getting because I was just eating everything, or, just taking supplements. I'm still working through the water thing. I try my best to stay hydrated. And now that it's summer and it's getting hot, like I filmed a video outside today and I was like, okay, I can't be out here like this. I'm trying my best to stay consistent with my water, but that is still a work in progress. I'm not mad at it. So of course food noise is back, but it came back at first with the vengeance. Like I was not getting away from just eating any and everything. That has since slowed down. It's like my body calmed down when it realized that, hey, if we're not 200 pounds, we're not going to die. It's cool. It's cool. So it has calmed down like a lot. I do get cravings here and there. Like I will get random cravings in the middle of the night for something sweet, but that's okay. I don't punish myself. I just go and get like a cup of yogurt or something, just something small, just something to kill the craving so I can go back to sleep. Now, one of the side effects that I had really bad with Zepbound was constipation. We are finally regular again. We're back regular. We're back regular. And it's okay because I know that I'm back regular because I'm eating a little bit more, but at the same time I don't have something that's restricting. So because I am able to eat and I'm regular, I feel like my body feels a little bit better. It doesn't feel as slow and sluggish. Mental clarity, I did notice that like off of it a little bit. I at first just the mental clarity wasn't there, but I'm thinking that was just my body adjusting to being off the medication. Now my energy levels are pretty good. I'm still gonna drink my energy drink. I mean, these are in my coffee. Coffee is a non-negotiable, but my energy is good because I'm eating, slightly more, and I'm getting the energy from food, and this will help, just balance everything out along with my coffee that I have in the morning. I'm still getting in my electrolytes. I am making sure I get that in along with my protein. Although I am not in the gym right now, it doesn't change the fact that I'm still trying to get in my electrolytes, trying to get in, the things like the creatine. I'm starting on the creatine. Verdict is still out on whether or not I will continue to use it. Um, some say it helps, some say it don't. My nutritionist was like, yeah, creatine is good, but it'll put a little bit of weight on you. I mean, the verdict is still out with the creatine on whether or not I need it now that I'm not, at the gym all the time. But when I start going back to the gym, I want to make sure my body is prepared because if you guys seen earlier vlogs, I passed out at the gym once, and that's because I didn't have anything left in my body. So I want to make sure when I start back at the gym, we don't have this issue because I'm going to be using the gym here at my apartment complex. There ain't nobody that's going to save me. Okay, I go at 5:30 in the morning. Nobody else is in there because I don't want to see people. So nobody is going to save me if I pass out. I need to make sure I'm okay and that when I start back, I can handle cardio. I will say that at this point, I don't think I would go back on. I think that I've learned a lot, and I'm happy with what I can and cannot do. I can't eat like I used to. I put that up on the Zepbound. It's like I can't eat as much as I used to. Like I can have a plate of food, and not only will it take me longer to eat, but I probably won't eat it all. And I don't know if Zepbound just is probably not lingering in me anymore now, but it's like it left a lasting impact on more than just like my weight, but just the way my brain functions when it sees food. I'm okay. I'm okay with not having to go to each and every restaurant that I see, or to. I used to have a habit. I would go to more than one restaurant because different restaurants had different things that I like. I used to stock up. I mean, I seen the time that I would stop at McDonald's for one thing, Taco Bell for another, Burger King for another one, and just go to work and just eat what I had. So the fact that I don't do that now, or I don't even feel the need, like that hadn't even crossed my mind in a long, long time. So I'm really proud of myself for that. It's like Zepbound just has a lasting impact, and it's just way more than weight. Now my main focus is just building back up my body and putting back in all the nutrients that were very much lost and depleted, and also trying to balance my hormones and figure out what this endometriosis is doing. I am just trying to get things balanced. Now, I lost quite a bit of hair. Like I had like a bald spot in like on this side, and then like up here I had a bald spot. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to chop it off. We're just going to chop it all off and start over. So I have been on just getting my vitamins. I do have my multivitamin and hair vitamin that I take. Minoxidil, I put that in my hair as well. So we're just trying to rebuild what was depleted from not only me not getting my nutrients, but also just exercising and things like that, and stuff that you pee out in general. So we're just trying to get all that back in us, get our nutrients. I want to get my color back in my skin. I have been through so much foundation to where nothing matches because I lost some of that color. So just trying to rebuild what was lost. But I will say I am very proud of my progress. I'm really proud of my next steps with, my journey and all this. And, I tried to be, a gym girly and things like that. Is I have to take things just slowly. So I'm going to be hopping back in the gym. I am going to make sure my breakfast isn't going to be a bowl of cereal. It's going to be something healthy, things like that. So I'm getting back on my Zoom. I don't know if the kids say that, but I'm getting back on my Zoom. So I no longer focus on the scale. I focus on how do I feel when I eat this. Now, if it makes me feel, it's never going to make me feel guilty. But if it just like makes me feel just a little off or a little wonky, and I notice certain things don't sit right with my stomach anymore, I'm going to take that as, okay, yeah, we're going to push that to the side. We're never going to try that again. But as always, I'm going to keep you guys in the loop. My upcoming videos regarding this endometriosis, just I'm going to keep with the post Zepbound updates. I'm hoping that everything that I'm experiencing now is going to stay the same, because I'm okay with this. I'm okay with getting just a little bit back, and it ebbs and flows. I'm good with that. But I am hoping that the food noise doesn't come back any worse than it did when I first, got off. But I'm going to keep you guys updated on every single thing. And of course, I love your emails. I love your comments. I just everything. I love to inspire you guys. And I like that you guys inspire me as well. Make me realize that I'm not the only one out here. And I know you guys see me and you realize that you're not the only one, but I don't know I'm not the only one until somebody says it. You guys got to tell me that I'm not the only one. So with that, I'm going to also be putting out more videos as far as, the weight loss. I saw the poll results. For a second there, the meal prep had no votes. Now it does. Now I got to do meal preps. At first I was like, meal prep has no votes. You guys are my people. I'm not good at that, but it's okay. I just want to show you guys what I eat. But I love you guys putting comments down below and things like that. But if you have not, take a moment to subscribe. I'm terrible at that. But also follow my Instagram. I will link that as well, because we're starting fresh and new on there too. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.